What's going on, everyone? It's your most wholesome e-boy on the internet, aka Rafa, aka your friendly neighborhood commentator for esports. Now, check this out, ladies and gentlemen. About 10 minutes ago, TakeOver premiered live as the world's 2020 anthem. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I just listened to the song. However, what I wanted to do was I wanted to listen to the song by employing a strategy that I did back in 2018 when I listened to Rise, the world's 2018 anthem. Because I know that not only the music itself is complex, but also the visual storytelling is going to be complex. At least that's what I'm hoping for. We saw it in 2019 as well, briefly with Phoenix, when we talked about the story of how whether Caps, Faker, and Rookie were going to be able to rise above the obstacles and the doubts and the concerns from the general public were, had in questions and in regards to their ability to perform. And that was a super cool narrative. But it's hard for me, as coming from a music background, playing guitar and bass and singing for almost at least 10 years at this point, I get so caught up in the music. But if there's a visual storytelling that is also going on as well, it's gonna be hard to separate the two, because I'm gonna be wanting to listen to the music foundation background. I'm gonna be wanting to listen to how the instrumentation plays together, and you know what? I think there are just people better than me that listen to the music and are able to identify things. I rather focus on the esports narrative, because that is what I'm a huge diehard fan of, and I feel like a lot of people kind of miss out on those things. So hopefully we might have to watch it a couple times, because I might not get every single thing, but I will keep the music slightly low, but let's see. Let's turn on captions too. All right. So, but I'm already familiar. Okay. So, who are these two people? I don't recognize them at all. Oh man, this dude's having some bad luck. He almost hit a black cat. Oh, wait. T1. Yo, okay. Faker's here. He's like, all right, let's go play. Okay. The Demon King. So we're going into a cafe. The Alienware plug. Nice. All right, so now we're in the game. Who's this? Not Kha'Zix. What champion is that? Oh my god, it starts with a... Oh, so okay, yeah. So it is Faker, right? Okay, wait. All right, you know what? We already listened to the song. And by the way, guys, if you're wondering, it's like, wait, why are we pausing the song? It's like, dude, I've already listened to the song, but we're trying to figure out what's going on in the story. The story's the cool part. Oh, it's Cassid. Yo, is that Xpeke? I think that's Xpeke. Look at him. Look at this dude. Look at his mug. Hey. Yo, that's totally Xpeke. So okay. So, all right. I have an idea of how they're gonna play out the narrative then. I don't know who this guy is though. The main player. And I'm not sure what the black cat is supposed to symbolize, to be honest. But Faker is giving him the confidence. You gotta play again. Get in there one more time. Ooh. Okay, so he beats Xpeke. Oh, I think I saw this guy in the thumbnail. I saw Threat. Oh, so if they're All right, check this out. So I thought it was gonna potentially go like world. This guy was gonna go through like each of the world's like finalists. So and like Xpeke, I don't think he played Caston in season 1, but Xpeke, if you know the famous backdoor moment when he played against SK Gaming, I think it was IM 2012. The famous Cassidon backdoor from Xpeke, that was legendary. So that's why they gave him that champion. So, but this, I'm willing to bet money that this is Mata. This is Thresh from Samsung White back in 2014. His signature champion was the Thresh, and Mata has had a mostly successful career that led after Samsung White. He played on RNG for a couple years afterwards. Oh, but so now so did you see that? He has Cassidon's weapons now, so he's able to assimilate Xpeke and learn from Xpeke as the Cassidon. So now he has to fight this world champion. I see. I find it hilarious. No disrespect to Faker, and because I understand Riot Games' marketing tactic here. If you're not someone who's been keeping up with esports the entire year and you have like no idea what's happening, who the teams are, just slap Faker on it. But for anyone who has not kept up with the entire scene and has no idea who's going to Worlds, I'm gonna break your hearts right now. Faker's not one of them. Yeah, he and T1 got knocked out in the regional finals for LCK. It was pretty sad. Happy for Gen G though. BDD is super sick. Ruler is amazing. So, and if you don't recognize those, Ruler was on the Samsung World Finals Championship winning team in 2017. And then BDD, I think BDD before Gen G came from, I think it was Kingzone, Dragon X, before they rebranded to DRX. I know, and they went to Worlds in 2018, I want to say. I'm trying to remember. Or this, let's see, who was on that roster? Because he wasn't on a Freak of Freaks, because that was Kuro. I could be mixing it up. Anyway, back to the video. But yeah, Faker's not going to this Worlds. So, but I find it funny that they're using him so much in not just this Worlds Anthem, but also the Worlds teaser. I mean, maybe they were just banking on Faker being able to go, and they've already put so much work into the video that it's like, well, we can't back out now, right? Oh, I went all the way back to the beginning of the premiere. So Faker is this mentor. He's kind of giving him the confidence to continue going on. I still don't know who the girl was, and I still don't know who this guy is. He has like Mad Lions color scheme going on, but my two questions and rebuttals for that, it's not exactly Mad Lions jersey, because in spring they had like gold and then like a white shirt palette, and then before then I think it was like gold shoulders and then like a blue top and then white fade down at the bottom. So I'm not sure if this is Mad Lions, and even if it is Mad Lions, no disrespect to Mad Lions and LEC, but like Mad Lions is going into the tournament as the 4th seed. They're going into the play-in stage. So like, is that the one of the players that you want to focus on? And if so, who? Are we looking at Humanoid? Are we looking at Kaiser, Karzi, or Rome? It's not Shadow, because it doesn't look anything like Shadow. And I think everyone else has blonde hair, so... Oh, okay. So yeah, he's assimilating and learning from the pros, the legends before him. And Faker is watching. You know what? I wonder if Riot was able to edit this video and make it so that, hey, you know what? We know that Faker's not going to Worlds. That's why he's watching from the sidelines. He's almost like, I don't know if Faker's going to be retiring anytime soon, but there's been a lot of times where people are questioning like if Faker is still as great as he was in his prime. He's still a fantastic player, and to have the type of legacy that he has is undeniably amazing. But compared to other players right now, you know, Faker is now someone on the sidelines. Well, he just played against the Kaisa, right? Or what? This Galio? Caitlyn? Wait. So now he's... So we're not even seeing some of the people that the players he's playing against, but he's ascending through the ranks. More Alienware plugs. Shout out to Alienware. And Faker's just watching from home at the Demon King Cafe, Twitch chat. Let's go. Plus Ultra. I like the little memes in here. The Plus Ultra, Vamos Dale. Oh, they even have, this is like a nice blend of like international diversity here as well. Oh, whoa. This is peak League of Legends. I don't recognize this language, but El Salud La Liga. So we got some Espanol. We got some Hangugo, Korean in here. By the way, I'm learning Korean, guys. I will, for all my current Raw family members, I will be starting a little weekly kind of learning blog so you can see my journey. But anyway, back to the video. I got some Chinese characters in there as well. He's running from Galio. And I guess in the scene before, he had been shot by Kaisa. And so every time that he loses, he gets back up. And he goes and he fights again. He learns from his mistakes. Jarvan Lance comes in. So I can't... There's no world skins or champions that I can think of that used Galio. Well, Kaisa would be Jackie Love from IG in 2018. Caitlyn. There's no Caitlyn skin that I can think of. I guess you could somewhat argue that maybe Piglet was one, because his skin was Vayne in 2013, but he used Caitlyn a lot in that 2013 period. I think it was between, I mean, like, he had the Vayne, but he didn't even use the Vayne that often. It was more so Corki Ezreal Caitlyn in 2013 meta. And then Jarvan's Lance, that's Ambition from 2017, Samsung. And we all know how hyped the 2018 Rise music video was when it was detailing Ambition's rise through the world's game stages, going through perks on Yasuo, going through Uzi on Vayne, and then finally defeating Faker on Rise. So now, get to this point. This is not Faker, because these are different glasses. Is it? Oh, you know what it is? It's not Bengi. It's Tian from last year. It's FPX. At least that's what I'm willing to bet, because I think Bengi would not be relevant enough. Not to disrespect Bengi, of course. You know, he is the jungle from 2013. But Tien and FPX were the winners of Worlds last year. So like Tien is now kind of like the final boss. Because if when I'm like trying to see here through this narrative is that this guy is going through every single like Worlds winner and one of their signature champions. He's going through the ranks and he's like learning, and he's getting back up. He's learning from old legends. That's why it's called the League of Legends, baby. But he's getting through, and every time that he loses or he gets knocked down, he finds the strength in him to get back up, to learn and to improve and overcome those obstacles. Oh, this rap break, by the way, when I was listening to it, was sick. I love this sequence, dude. Oh, but she's the final challenge. Interesting. But I don't recognize her at all. You know what? I think these two people are supposed to represent like the pros and legends of tomorrow, of the future. Like, we have this color scheme that looks like Mad Lions, but I don't think it's actually a Mad Lions player. I think this person is just supposed to be like your ordinary player and he's with his friend or rival all the way at the beginning, the pink-haired girl. And they're constantly competing against each other. I mean, think of it as like Ash and Gary from Pokemon, if you guys know that. If you don't know Pokemon, then, well, me. But you have two rivals that have known each other, throughout childhood. And so these two people look like, they're just having a race. And then this guy is kind of like down on his luck. He's fallen behind. And so he needs the pick-me-up. He needs the encouragement and the mentorship in Faker. Someone who, a great legend himself, who is not going to be participating in this year's Worlds, but he's going to be helping the next legend, the next person to be able to come along. So, maybe it is humanoid. I haven't watched too much LEC this year, so I don't know if I was hearing correctly that humanoid is considered the the Western Faker, because I know we've made comparisons to upcoming mid laners and calling them the Western Faker. I remember when Bjergsen was first coming up back in 2014, 2015, he was like supposed to be the Western Faker, and then Caps came along first on Fnatic, then G2. People have said that he was like the Western Faker. The idea is that it's, Faker's just this great all-time legend that, anyone. And, because he's from Korea, he kind of represents that Eastern region for the most part. But, I mean, when we look at esports for the past couple years now, LPL has been on the dominant side. China has been the one that has been on the upswing, and most LCK teams aren't even getting through semifinals, let alone finals. So, but, at the end of the day, it's a marketing strategy to appeal to the wide, broad spread of the League of Legends player base. And for those that are not interested in esports now, but might have been interested in the past, probably will remember Faker. So that's why we slap his name on there. It's the poster boy. That's why we gotta, Nintendo slaps Mario on everything. That's what people recognize the most. That's why Pokemon, they slap Pikachu on everything. Doesn't matter how many new Pokemon has come out since then. Pikachu, poster boy, right there. I mean, like, oh, you can't see it. I've got Pikachus up there. For me, it's all about Ampharos. Gen 2, baby. But yeah, I think this is the idea that we're taking over. The idea that the new generation of League of Legends pros are ascending beyond the ranks of the former pros. And now it's the idea that anyone can become the next professional. Anyone can become the next legend. And they're even hinting, it's like, we're also, getting some female representation as well. We're getting to that point where our pros are going to be just as equally represented across both men and women. That is going to be a super, super awesome day, because I think as, we're getting more representation for women in esports, shout outs to like FlyQuest and Evil Geniuses for having some of the best marketing and brand building in NA this year, both run by female CEOs. It's just it speaks for itself. Obviously, we're not in a state right now where there's any female professional players in any of the major leagues, but it can and it will happen one day. Now, please don't spawn this into some like political discussion. I'm not with that. I don't want that to. I don't want to take away from what this video and this narrative is. Just because you cannot continue alienating, a large percentage of your player base by not having anyone that they can look up to or feel like, yeah, that can be me one day, right? So just being straight about it. But this song, in terms of musicality for this song, I know like we went more into the narrative than the actual song itself, because like I said, I think there's other people that can break that down for you. I would go recommend Screw, Joey Nato. Those are my two favorite people to watch when it comes to like music reactions, because those guys are like, they're doing it for a living. Like, Joey Nato is a producer for a living. Screwface John, he's a rapper for a living. So like, go to them for the music breakdowns, dude. But for me, I'm just telling you what the esports narrative is like. So and I think is really cool. Now, if it's supposed to be Mad Lions, then it kind of feels weird, because then we don't know who this person is. So I think it's better to imagine it as these are two people that are just coming from the same roots, the same backgrounds, growing up, they know each other, and one person, and this dude is trying to just get through every single level and learning from each of the former pros to get to the top, to finally get to the place where he can have a chance at the glory, a chance for the cup. And then he finds his rival there waiting for him, and it's like, all right, well, let's have the last final battle. Yeah, and maybe you wonder what your future's gonna be, but I got it all locked up. It's all in the mind. Yeah, I was thinking of a quote from Back to the Future. If you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything, right? If you can visualize it, you can make it happen. So, I think this video was super cool. I'm trying to... I don't want to make comparisons because it's really fresh, and recency bias tends to have an influence overall. But, that the music style is very similar to what we had on Rise. Kind of this like really electro, not necessarily EDM. But it's like, it's similar to Rise, right? Where it's got, you know, electronic elements. It's got like slight hip hop elements in there as well. But the only person I recognize in terms of like the features is Jeremy McKinnon, because I remember Day to Remember was like a huge band back when I was growing up. But when I saw this, I almost expected it to be like a punk rock song or a pop punk song, but it was not at all. And then I don't know Max and Henry, so sorry if I don't recognize any of those, but I think the song was cool, and I like this hook. That was Takeover for the World's 2020 Anthem for League of Legends. Let me know in the comments, which teams are you excited to see? Personally, I am looking forward to seeing... I'm actually looking at DRX from LCK, because I like Damwon Gaming. I have a pretty solid idea of how well they're going to do. And you know, on the one hand, I could almost project like either seeing a top esports versus Damwon Gaming final, or to be honest, top esports versus JDG final as well, if they meet on the opposite side of the bracket, because just based on that final alone, they are so damn good. I don't know if there's any team that as of this moment could take them. But you have to remember, with Worlds, anything can change. The meta can change. The meta can affect players. There could be other factors that, you know, affect how a player can play on the day of. And sometimes it just comes down to who performs better in the moment, who comes out on clutch, right? And, you know, when we look at Worlds teams the past 2 years, IG won Worlds in 2018 and then came in as third seed and didn't make it past, I want to say quarterfinals, right? So, and then last year, FPX wins Worlds. They don't even make it to Worlds this year. So, like, anything can happen, guys. Let's see. That's actually, I'm gonna kind of list the teams that I'm looking forward to from each region, from LCK, DRX, and Damwon. LPL. I actually want to see how well Suning Gaming can do, because looking at that Group A draw that we saw with G2 Suning and Machi Esports, a lot of people are speculating, oh man, if Team Liquid get out of play-in stage, or whoever gets out of play-in stage and gets in Group A, that's the best chance that they have. You know, I want to see if Suning Gaming can show like how strong the LPL is as a region, and show that, like, hey, don't get it twisted. Don't disrespect us just because we're the third seed. You know, maybe we can see that if Suning Gaming can like beat G2, then it just goes to show how large the gap LPL has made since 2018. But for LEC, I want to see how well Rogue does. I'm pretty sure Fnatic and G2 are going to get out of their groups, A and C respectively, but Rogue is considerably the biggest group of death, with Damwon Gaming and JDG. Rogue, if there is ever a moment where you have to find it in yourself to overcome the obstacles, just like if there is ever a time to take over, it is in this group stage. You know, I have no idea realistically if Rogue can do it, but if they can they can find out how, Inspired's been playing with some really niche pocket picks. If you haven't heard of the Lethality Scion, he's been spamming it. It looks sick. I don't know if it's Worlds capable, but you never know. You never know. And that's something I want to stress about when it comes to teams surprising other teams with pocket picks and niche picks and different strategies. You look at how far Cloud9 and Vitality were able to get in 2018 when they just started picking like different things. For like just an example, Team Vitality using Draven as a pick to subdue Uzi in lane and to put him on the back foot. And then because they played around that Draven, Uzi didn't get to do anything in that game, right? Cloud9 being able to bust out Hecarim as an answer to the Aatrox. I think Singed was also a pick that they used at some point as well. I mean, obviously, Vitality is not here and Cloud9 is not here. Rest in peace. And then for NA, a lot of people are excited about seeing TSM. You know, as someone who is hoping for NA, I just want at least one of these teams to get out of groups, please. Just because when I look at the history of NA, and when Cloud9 has consistently been the team that when they do go to Worlds, they're the ones that most of the time get out of groups. We don't talk about 2015. The 0-10 meme was tragic. It's hard to look at any other NA team and feel like, yeah, they can get out of groups. Even TSM in Group C has Fnatic and Gen G, right? So it's like, how? Yeah, TSM is the first seed. The Fnatic is really good, and they almost took it to G2, best of 5. So they're almost like a first seed. And then Gen G, Ruler's really good. I think Ruler is probably the best AD carry coming out from LCK, and he's the 3rd seed. And so, like, I don't know, but it's also super exciting because we don't know, right? So, you know, some people might think that it's too anxiety-inducing to not know and not have an idea, and you know, people are gonna want to have like this really introspective analysis of like, well, obviously there's no way that this team will win or that this team will win. You know what? Let's see what happens. You know, that's the beauty of Worlds. We had no idea 2018 was going to unravel the way it did. We had no idea 2019 was going to unravel the way it did. Who saw FPX coming and winning the whole thing? I didn't. I mean, if I'm the only one that didn't, then I'm stupid. Well, but anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. We are, Jesus, it's long, but you know what? I love breaking these things down. I love talking about Worlds. Worlds is my favorite time of the year. This is like where everything leads up to. And even though that this year has been unprecedented and different for all of us, I really appreciate how hard Riot Games has been trying to make it seem like just like every other year, to give all of us esports fans some normalcy, if that's even a word, some way to make us feel like, you know, everything is not fucked up right now. So yeah, so shout outs to them for working hard and trying to make this Worlds unforgettable, you know, just like every other year. If you want to keep up with me, I will constantly be talking about Worlds as we go on. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and if you want to, we are going to be doing a Worlds Pick'em bracket for our community Discord, which we call Raw Family. Yeah. Links are down below in the description. We're going to be doing a lot of Worlds activities, watch parties. We're going to be doing pick'em brackets that you can all participate and be a part of. Some giveaways, maybe? Some mystery skins. Yeah, come and join the fun. We're just a bunch of die-hard esports fans that we love talking about this kind of stuff. And, you know, even when we're not watching Worlds, you know, we're playing ARAMs, we're playing League, we're playing TFT, we're playing Valorant, Super Smash Brothers, everything. So come on and join the fun. Anyway, guys, peace out. See y'all